Hey guys, it's Cindy from Tennessee. How are you tonight? Okay, so I finished The Direction of My Life, and this is not a school thing. This is just something I thought randomly. I love my Power and Mastery of Influencing class so much that I thought, you know what? I should really share that with people. So I am going to talk about what our topic was last night, and it was a conditioned mind. We don't realize, but our minds are conditioned for so many things. I mean, think about it. One that comes right off the top of my head is red for stop signs, green for go. We're conditioned our whole life with different things, depending on the influences that we've had, our environment, our social status, parents, we're conditioned, whether we want to think we are or not. And in my life personally, I know that I have conditional thoughts that I've had to try and overcome, thinking that I wasn't good enough to have a voice to do the things that I'm doing now. I had to take those conditional thoughts that I had and decide that I wanted something better. So, of course, I'm in this class, and slowly my classes help me peel away these onion peelings to get down to the real person that I was always meant to be. And, conditional thoughts, they hold you captive. They really do. And one way to maybe change those conditional thoughts is to try and think of handling situations differently. Let's say if you are, thinking I could never be a millionaire, things that are going to go on in your head is, like, it's too late in life, I'm starting, I didn't have a good education, I'm not smart enough for that, I'm too old. That's just crazy thoughts, because you're pretty much making mountains out of molehills for no reason. But we're conditioned so much in our lives by so many different factors that if you don't actually look into yourself, and, in my class, it's helped me look at myself. And I didn't have, my life, I just didn't have influences that were there to help me try and look at myself and better myself, because, I grew up in a very poor family, and I was conditioned that that's just, you go to school and you get a job. I mean, my parents were uneducated. My father could not read when he passed away at age 55. Can you imagine going through life not being able to read a single thing? He couldn't read. And, we tried to help him learn to read, but since then I've realized that, he had really bad dyslexia. I have dyslexia, but thank goodness I grew up in a time where, there was special education that really helped kids, and plus I wasn't working on a farm and getting up at 4 in the morning and milking cows and doing the things he had to do to help his family survive on a farm with 12 other brothers and sisters. So, but his growing up conditioned me to think that was going to be my life too, that I was going to be a quiet, shy person who didn't reach for goals because my role models didn't, other than the fact that my father, not knowing how to read, not being educated, he was amazing, incredible, the things that he did in his life, not being able to read. He's like my hero in that aspect. But conditional thinking, I had to make a change in my life. I had to finally think, Lord, there has to be something else. And of course, my class is just amazing, guys. It just is. And conditional thoughts, you got to try and get out of those conditional thoughts. I know that I'm worthy. I know that I was meant for so much more. And those conditional thoughts just have to go away. So that's what my live tonight is about. Conditional thoughts. Take a little inventory of yourself. And if you're sitting there thinking that you want to do something different with your life, why not try it? What's it going to hurt? You know, what's the worst thing that can happen? Guys, I love you. Maybe tomorrow we'll have a different topic. I'm not sure what tonight's video and things discussion will be about. But why not share it with you guys? So that is my random thoughts for today. I will talk to you tomorrow. And guess what? If you don't know Jesus, guess what? He knows you and he loves every single thing about you. So why not get to know him? Hey, Marty. Hey, George. Hey, Kevin. Hey, Heather. And hey, Jeff. I hope you watched the replay. Totally random thoughts about, you know, living with a captive, conditioned mind. Gotta break the cycle. Love you guys. Be blessed. See you tomorrow.